chance to break it down.
All right, so Ted here, Eagle Cap Outdoors. Thank you for visiting our channel. Today we're going to talk about a broadhead that we at Eagle Cap Outdoors review products, and we had a company that has seen some of our reviews, knows that we review products, and so they reached out and said, hey, will you take a look at one of the broadheads that we're promoting. All of the reviews we do are hunting, fishing, outdoor gear. They're all relevant to, at least some of them may be relevant to what you do. So click the subscribe button and the notification button. You'll get the content that we put out, and we appreciate that. It helps us and it helps you. So don't forget to do that. And with that, we're going to get into this review. This is a broadhead that comes from Kexmo, and you can get this broadhead on Amazon. What's crazy about this is you can see it comes in a case, and this has 4 little tabs on the side and a wrist strap or a handle. Has foam. You can see 6 different broadheads. I'm going to show you one. So this is what it looks like. This is a fixed blade broadhead. These are steel blades, and it's a steel tip. There's actually a way to loosen off this lower piece, and you can replace these blades. They don't send replacement blades, but you can actually get replacement blades. Right now they're only selling 100 grain, so if you shoot a higher weight broadhead, these guys would not be in your market yet, but they're moving toward heavier broadheads here shortly. So what's crazy is all 6 of these broadheads with the packaging shipped is $12.99. So what's that? $2 a broadhead, a little over $2 a broadhead. I often shoot kudu points. That's what I've killed the last 2 bulls with, and those I think for a 3-pack runs about 60 bucks. Shipping will probably get you around 70. There's also the iron will broadhead. Those are going to run you about at least 120, maybe more, for a small pack of them. So relatively speaking, these are an order of magnitude cheaper than those. We're going to fire them off to a target, a foam target, 30 or 20 yards out. We're just going to see how these things perform. These are marketed to go on a compound bow and on a crossbow. I suspect you could probably use it on a recurve, but we're going to try it on a compound bow today. We're going to fire it off 20 yards, see what the penetration looks like, see if it sounds any different than what I normally hear when I fire off an arrow. I've got FMJ 5mm arrows that I'm shooting, so let's give it a shot. Okay, I am going to take 2 of these Kexmo Broadheads, 100 grain, shoot them down field here. You can see the target, 20 yards. This is what the broadhead looks like. You can see the open blades on this thing. So we're just going to see what the penetration is at 20 yards. A little bit low. All right, we're going to shoot a second one, just so we have 2 of them in the target. Here we go. All right, so now we're going to go measure those things and see what we got. Okay, so we have 20 3/4 inches and 21.5 inches. So if I were to pull these out, look at the total length, it's essentially 28 3/4. So we had about, what was that, 9 inches penetration on one. This one was 21 1/4. And just to be sure, there's 28 3/4, so that's 8.5. So 8.5 to 9 inches of penetration. That is, just to give you an idea, that's about that far into the target. These are foam targets. These are not elk or deer, where you just have skin, small rib cage, and then flesh. So actually going in that far is pretty good penetration for a broadhead. These broadheads are only, they're relatively inexpensive. You get 6 in a pack. It's worth checking out, especially if you're gonna shoot hogs or deer or anything that, I don't know if I would use them for elk, just because they're a bigger animal. You want to make sure they're reliable. They would work for elk, but if you're out in the field, you might want something that's going to give you just a little bit more penetration. And based on some other comparisons we've done, these are great broadheads for the price. So if you're looking for a good price, check these out. As we mentioned earlier, thank you for visiting our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification button. Thank you for watching our video. Until next time.